Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dual Destinies. We are continuing the first day of investigations for case number 4. We're going to go check out the, you know what, I'm not even pronouncing the Space Center. We're going to the Space Center. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. Because trying to pronounce that G-A-Y whatever thing is kind of hard. Let's talk to Athena first. Athena, boo.
Athena Sykes is fine!
Huh? What was that all about?
I thought I better get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. For starters, I thought I'd imitate him.
So you were doing a voice workout, huh?
Yep, you have to push your voice up from the pit of your stomach. Hold it! There's a contradiction in the witness's statement.
You're really serious about this.
Objection! You are lying. The true culprit is the judge.
What? Then who's going to hand down the verdict?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Athena. So what do you think we should do next?
Oh, that's right.
What is it, Athena?
I just remembered I forgot to go running today. I was so taken up by what happened to Apollo, it slipped my mind.
That wasn't what I was asking. And present badge.
My badge is starting to look pretty good on me, don't you think?
It suits you well.
I'm starting to feel like it gives me more dignity and presence, too.
I think she might be expecting a little too much from one tiny little badge. Does this do anything?
Alright, let's see. I'm getting the sense that you are perplexed by this piece of evidence.
Oh, well, I guess that's true.
You see, even the simple act of presenting evidence reveals your underlying emotions.
I guess I'd better be careful when I present evidence then. Okay, now that we're done with that. So this is where Mr. Tarrant was murdered.
Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now, we're in the main building here on the right side of the third floor. Clay and Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launch Pad 1 after the explosion.
You there! No admittance without express permission!
We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate.
Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is here, huh? Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and then we'll talk.
Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What trick should I use on him today?
I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid.
So, to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think.
Wait, that door. It looks awfully familiar.
Good eye there, boss. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad.
No, you don't say! Oh, that explains it.
The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now, come on, let's go!
We're going! Goodness. Robot! So this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape.
Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building.
I see police tape down at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the launch pad.
After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke.
And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them.
Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? Hey, I think that's him over there.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot.
Huh? it's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing.
We're here to investigate the scene. Same as you. Do you have any info to share? Boss, if he acts so reluctant to give us information, we hit him with whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it?
We trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Info on the case, huh? Alright, I'll gladly share some with you.
Huh? What just happened?
Detective and lawyers seeking truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today.
I don't know. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today.
Who are you and what have you done with him?
Well, we need information, so let's run with it. If you say so.
Something for the lost and found? I would be sure to take care of it.
No. This is an important piece of evidence. It's my badge, damn it.
Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene?
There's an officer on guard and we can get in. Oh, whatever shall we do?
That's an easy one. I'll let him know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month, even. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub.
No, that's okay. But thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something?
Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incidents, weren't you, Detective? That's right! I was here on a security assignment!
The police are required to secure rocket launches now? I didn't know that.
Yes, well, you know us, to serve and protect! Ha ha ha! The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the investigation. The evacuation.
He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened?
Of course! A bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate to the shelter.
The shelter?
That's right! There's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like.
So where were you when the first bomb went off?
I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite a bad house, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't get that way. Go that way.
Wasn't it impossible to get down to the basement shelter?
No! We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable. But at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and head to the shelter.
Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down an emergency ladder kinda sounds fun.
Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment! I have some more information to share with you. Really? But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay?
Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too.
Well, never mind that. I thought you should know that there was a witness. Could you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing! The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge.
So, she was looking into the crime scene from the outside?
That's right! It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though.
You don't? But that's the important thing of all.
Ha ha ha! Don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in the Space Center. You might even run into her. The 4th floor employee, huh? Alright. Thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright.
Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even.
Yes, well... Actually, something you can't talk about? Yes, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. What is justice?
What was that all about? Something is definitely going on. I'm gonna get it out of him the next time I see him.
Okay. I'm not so sure he'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. Let's go. And poke everything! Ah, you two! Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub, too, if you'd like.
Oh, that's alright, but thank you for the offer.
Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now let's see. Where's that diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believed the third party killed his friend. Excuse me.
Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person, then.
You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem, though. This room. It's just so big.
Don't worry. We can use this to help us.
The Space Center pamphlet for tourists?
Yep, pick it up at the entrance. The map inside said should come in handy. Let's see. Yep, here it is. A map of the lounge. This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright.
Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier.
Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person.
Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? It's Gordy!
Oh, boss, it's just a holographic image.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. That's a relief. Really, Phoenix?
There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet, anyway.
The only reason you're so eager to start is so that you can push that button, isn't it?
And what's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we're looking for clues.
Alright, fine. Let's get investigating. Examine! No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity? Uh-oh. Athena has an odd glint in her eye. Is she thinking about trying that thing out? I should try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just out-muscle me.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look at that up there!
Some kind of fragment? It's stuck in tight. Oh, so that's what that glint was all about.
The color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank.
I think you're right, but if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong.
This proves that both the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge.
So Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad.
Way to go, Apollo! A window! And it's right next to the holographic image, too. I bet it's here to help people see the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality.
Way off. It says emergency ventilation. You know, to clear smoke from a fire.
See, it's pointing out the virtual insanity of reality.
So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of the room.
Well, let's check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet. We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy.
People usually say west, east, and south in the case like this, you know.
Details, details. Anyway, take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map Launchpad 1 quarter.
So that's where we were with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion.
Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room.
Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side.
They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from here. So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center, if you will.
Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here for a while?
But it seems they have built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the HA-2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time.
I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room, and since we're here...
I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you out. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through.
That much security. I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena.
So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies.
Okay, what about the last door?
This lower door? Oh, excuse me, I mean the south door. It leads to the elevators.
This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right?
Yep, and of course, there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone.
But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion.
Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge.
Thanks. Understanding the layout of those lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Oh, and now we're turned from this perspective. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over here.
According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too.
Why would anybody want to have something like that here?
It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and on the body.
Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle 0G? So this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand mark.
Why guess when you can try? Not align my hand up with the outline.
Don't, Athena. This thing is related to the case. Get your prints all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect.
Ow! How can you be so cruel to a little girl like me?
I'm not buying those tears, Missy.
Let's see, this door is... Where's that pamphlet? Here we are. It's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright.
So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing besides the door. This must be the fingerprint recognition device.
Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackpill talked about it at the trial.
The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. And allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so. Then does this mean that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel is supposed to be really small.
Voila! Fingerprint powder! I bought it just in case something like this came up. I found it at the office. I've been just itching for a chance to use it.
Dude, those came from Emma. Wow, way to think ahead! Now, let's test the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find.
You got it! Now to sprinkle some here and a little over there, and... poof! Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something! Aw, it's only a single set of prints.
Isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit's print on the first try.
Well, I'm willing to bet the Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data.
Right, and there's security footage of this door, too.
Yes, there it is. Yes, here it is. It came up in the court the other day.
I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit.
Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective.
With the mood he's in, he'll probably show us to anyway. Yeah, he's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room.
I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like a knob on a stove.
Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this?
Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off.
Right, if it was for a stove. Still, I wonder what it's really for.
Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine?
If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in.
Then I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob.
God damn it. God damn it. Athena, please. So this is where they discovered Clay.
Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo.
So he was stretched out like this and... Huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos?
That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackpill mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples.
Oh, right. Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the HAT-1 launched.
I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see?
Let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says.
Oh boy, I want to try it! Gravity is weak on the moon, so I bet I could do mid-air somersaults.
We're still on Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling.
Well, at least I could jump really high.
There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says, don't jump too high.
Then what good is this thing?
Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? What's this? A trap door?
It's a trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from there.
The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they don't revolt like they do in the science fiction movies.
No way, all the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 quarter? We can go say hi to it if you want.
Hello, something sparkle here.
Hey, I see something shiny down there.
Let's take this cover off then. Hello.
What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean.
It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see. That would make the caliber .10?
Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right?
Yes, but I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun.
I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular-sized gun, it would just fall right out.
Yeah, it must have been a really small gun.
I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left of this, on the south door side of the room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here.
Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. we'll just be taking that bullet then. Okay. I think we are done on this side now. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape, but then there's that creature.
Didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looked like.
I don't know, I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that.
It did make quite a bit of news, though, when the probe came back.
Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet, it went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. Well, how would you know that, Phoenix, right? Hello. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here.
Just push it! That's the invariable principle of buttons.
There are such things as buttons left unpushed. We're gonna push it anyway! Well, there we go.
Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared.
Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can find anything new with the image off.
Oh, a mirror! How thoughtful of them to put one here.
Thoughtful?
So the ladies can fix their makeup. One appearance is just as important in the space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all.
I doubt anybody thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session.
I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh?
It doesn't do anything. It's not helium, Athena, it's oxygen. Really, Athena? Alright. Oh, I forgot the security camera. This must be the security camera that recorded the astronauts making their escape.
Oh, let's commemorate this occasion with a love and peace!
If you're done now, shall we move on?
Yeah, okay. But just one more for the road.
Peace! And Athena is a fan of Trigun. Very mature. I believe this is the last thing we just gotta hit.
Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this!
It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena.
It's pretty big. Whoever fired this shot must have been using a pretty large gun.
You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol.
Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right?
Apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see a bullet anywhere?
No. The police must have taken it, though. Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later.
Or right now.
Welcome to the Space Center, guest. Welcome.
Yikes! What in the world?
My name is Panko. P-O-N-C-O. Panko. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you.
It's a robot?
I am not a robot. I am Panko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O. Panko.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Oh, Panko, I've missed you.
Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena?
Oh, she, showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Panko. That's a good girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. So very happy.
Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Huh? Ouch, that hurt.
Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Panko. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. His name is Phoenix.
A bit overly familiar, but I'll admit I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face.
Oh, sure.
Registering. Facial recognition sequence complete. We are now officially friends! Nice to meet you, Phoenix!
Huh. This robot is pretty cute. Yeah, tell me about it.
You made a friend, boss! Isn't it great? Phoenix! Athena! Allow me to guide you. Right this way. Oh, goody! Let's go, boss!
Go where? To the Space Museum. Oh wow, what is this place? Is that rocket real?
Welcome! Welcome! The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the HAT-1 project.
Which we'll learn about in the next video. So I will see you guys then. Bye bye.